Okay, today we are playing what?
What a tease.
Today we are playing what?
Thunderstone.
What is Thunderstone?
It is a deck building card game, which means that you start with a base deck of cards, and then as you play the game, you purchase new cards from the village to augment your deck. And so on your consecutive rounds, when you redraw your cards, all of those cards are in your hand. So it is also a dungeon crawling game. So we have a dungeon up here, and if you want to, and you can go ahead and reveal the first three monsters. There are 3 different levels in the dungeon. That's all the way to the 1. That's fine. Either way.
This is 1?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's 1. So that's level 1, that's level 2, and that's level 3. I have to go like really tight. Yeah. So that's the 3 levels. They have different kinds of monsters that we've drawn randomly from the monster deck. Dungeon level 1, dungeon level 2, dungeon level 3. So we have a Lich Lord, something called Destiny. Is that what that says? It's an undead
Destiny.
Lich. And then we have a Highwayman over here. So what we do is we use our hand to delve the dungeon, kill monsters, and reveal more cards. And the goal is to get to the end of this and find the Thunderstone. When you find the Thunderstone, the game automatically ends, and you count up victory points. So different kinds of cards have different amounts of victory points on it. These monster cards have victory point totals on it. This is difficult. You got longer arms. So this one says on the bottom left is his. What's the bottom left one?
The bottom victory point.
Victory points on the bottom right. What's the one on the bottom left? I already forgot.
Man.
Experience gain.
Yes.
So you get 1 experience when you kill him, and you get 3 victory points forever.
My thumb is
Card, we have to send 5 damage to the dungeon to kill it. Also, the dungeon requires light to see what you're doing.
Yeah.
So dungeon
Here's the
level
cave entrance.
Yeah, so dungeon level 1 has
This is dungeon level 1.
Huh?
1, 2, 3.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at the board.
Yep.
It's flipped around. The Highwayman is in level 1. It requires 1 light. If you do not take 1 light source, like one of these torches here, this says item light, and it gives you 1 light. You can see on the left-hand sidebar if the camera will focus. Did you leave this on autofocus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it won't focus. There it goes. That little 1 on the left side says this is 1 light. So 1 light will get you to dungeon level 1 without a penalty. If you don't have that, says this is 1 light. So 1 light will get you to dungeon level 1 without a penalty. If you don't have that light, when you go to dungeon level 1, you take a -2 to your total attack when you enter the dungeon. So the first level requires 1 light, the second level requires 2 light, the third level requires 3 light. So if you don't take 1 light to the first level, you get a -2 penalty to your attack. If you don't take 2 light to the second level, it's cumulative, so it would be -4, and 3 light to here. If you have 0 light, it's -6. If you had 1 light, it'd be -4. If you had 2 light, it'd be -2, and so on. So it's very simple, Totoro. You'll see when we start playing. It's not difficult at all. That's the most complicated thing in the game is the light source stuff. So
yeah.
Go ahead.
This is the dungeon, and everything right here is the market. Here, the village. Yeah. These are on the very bottom here. You have your basic cards, All of these cards are in our starting deck.
Right. So
We
in the
start-
starting hand, we start with a certain amount of each one of those cards.
We start with 6 militia, 2 torches, 2 iron rations, and 2 daggers. You can pardon me. Daggers are weapons that you can equip on your guys. So when we actually start, you'll see we'll lay down, say like we reveal our hand, and then we announce what we are going to do, what our intention is. We can choose to go to the village, or we can choose to go to the dungeon. If you choose to go to the village, you're using gold points that you've revealed on your cards to purchase these cards in the village. And Wes, where's the purchase price? Right here.
Yeah, right in the middle.
The purchase price is very hard to see,
Yeah, it's tiny.
but it's right here in the middle, right above the name. So that's how much it costs to get it into your deck.
And every card has a gold value. Not every card, but some cards have a gold value. You can see that gold sign with a 2 in the top left. That's the gold value. So if I have that in my hand, that's worth 2 gold in the village.
Right. Yeah, so in the dungeon, you're generating attack, in the village, or a magic attack, and in the village, you're generating gold. Which is kind of like influence from Mage Knight, if y'all remember that. Let's see, what else? Here's the turn order, if y'all want to see that. So if you're going to the village, yeah, you reveal your hand. You use any village effects revealed on the cards. You produce gold to declare how much gold you've got on your cards. You purchase 1 village card. You can then choose to level up your heroes using these
Experience.
using these experience tokens that you get from the dungeon. And then you discard your hand and draw 6 new cards. If you enter the dungeon, you reveal your hand just like in the village. You prepare your heroes by equipping them with weapons on the fly. You always equip on the fly. Declare what monster you're attacking and what rank of the dungeon you're going to be fighting in. Resolve the battle. That's when you resolve light issues as well. And then you discard your hand, draw 6 new cards. Then there's a third option. You can choose to rest. So you don't go to the village, you don't go to the dungeon, you just
destroy 1 card.
Right, yeah. And discard your hand.
What that's for is in the game you'll get disease cards in your hand from different monsters. They do bad things to you, put diseases in your hand. So what it does is it clutters up your hand.
Where's the
they're in the box, so I didn't pull the deck out. And so like you'll draw your 6 cards and like 3 of them will be disease and you're kind of screwed. So you can use resting to get rid of disease cards. So you can destroy a disease card and rest for that round. Discard the rest of your hand, draw up, and be ready for the next round. Hey, what's up, Dimkin? M1, how's it going, man? Nightman. Did the Highwayman give you herpes?
There it is, yeah.
Yeah, you can just set those out somewhere. Just put them down here with the experience. So yeah, these are the disease cards right here. So if you try to go to the dungeon, a disease card must be played if it's in your hand. So that's bad. Gives you nothing useful and lowers your attack. So, hey, I got a question real quick that's unboard game related.
Yeah.
I was watching Justified last night, the first episode, and I've also watched Misfits.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't seen Justified.
They both are doing new things with camera stuff. Alright, so when we play, you guys will figure this out because we're going to explain what we're doing when we play. We're going to put our cards out when we declare them like this. And like out here on the table, if I can find the spot. Like on the table so you guys can see them.
Somebody asked, pardon me, somebody asked what bad things monsters do. If you look at this one, it says he's immune to magic attacks, so you can't use magic attacks to fight him at all. And when you fight him, you have to destroy 1 cleric or wizard. So that's the negative effect it does. I've heard people complain about this game, like when it first came out, that since you can see what the monsters are, you just wait until you generate the perfect hand, because you reveal your hand before you announce what you're going to do. So people were saying there's like really no risk to fighting monsters, because you can really never lose against one. But the thing is with this game, it's kind of a race to get victory points.
Right.
And so
So this guy's sitting out here worth 6 victory points, and if I don't snatch him up and Aaron gets him, that's 6 points I'm behind.
right. So there are times when you will fight something not knowing with the cards you've revealed if you can beat it, because there are cards that allow you to draw more cards. So a big strategy is to just say you're gonna try to attack something big and hope you can draw the right cards to get like a big jump in the point race.
Which we've done before.
Yeah.
Playing with each other.
So there is risk. Okay.
So you want to go ahead and start?
Sure.
I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna go first. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle again just because I'm prepared.
So I'm drawing my hand of 6, placing my deck over here. You guys can see.
Right, and when the Thunderstone's revealed, that signifies the end of the game. Actually, once the Thunderstone reaches rank 1.
Right. Then whoever made it reach rank 1 gets it, and they do stuff too. Like one of the Thunderstones gives you some extra victory points if you capture it based on what other people have in their hands and just different things like that. But because of that, you can also kind of control when the game ends. Let me. I'm just gonna lay my cards out.
Okay.
All the time. Just don't look at them.
So everybody can see my hand. I've revealed my hand. Now I'm choosing to go to the village. So I've generated 5 gold, and so now I have to find something that I can buy. I'm going to choose to purchase the Chieftain's Drum. In the villager dungeon, name hero, village, or monster and discard the top card of your deck. If you name the card's type correctly, draw 2 cards. It generates 2 gold, so this is going to be useful in the village pretty soon. So I take all my cards, put them in the discard face up.
Yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw my remaining 6.
Slide discard over a little bit so they don't get confused what cards you have. I'm gonna turn mine up the whole time I'm playing just so they can see what I got in my hand.
Right.
I just won't look at yours if you want to do the same thing.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter that much, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to calculate what you're gonna do by looking at your cards. So I've got I'm going to the village as well. We've got some pretty tough monsters in the dungeon starting out. The Highwayman's not that bad, but he cannot be defeated unless 3 or more heroes are present. So I've only got 2 heroes in my hand, 2 militia, which are not that good, plus 2 attack. I could equip them with daggers if I wanted. The daggers require 2 strength. The militia have 2 strength. That would give me 4 attack, and I have the light to do it. But I've got a fair amount of gold in my hand this round, so I'm gonna go to the village instead.
You had a really good first village run, but your next round is gonna suck.
Yeah, it is. So that's why I'm gonna use it now. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold. The militia are not worth any gold. And for 6 gold, I am going to grab a Flame Watch. So the Flame Watch is a fighter wizard combination character. He has, as a base card, he has attack +2. But the great thing about him is, if you can see, he's also a light source. So he can do he does +1 light by himself without having to have a torch or anything else. So that adds a new hero to my deck. These guys can be leveled up. There's a 2 in the bottom left corner. That's how much experience it requires to level him up. There are also level 2 and level 3 characters of the same type in that same deck that you can get down to. So I take that guy. All of this goes into my discard, the whole hand. And then I draw my next 6 cards, and it's Aaron's turn.
So the first round, I played the exact copy of this round. So
really, you got the same thing?
It's the exact same twice.
Oh, you got done.
So it's a fairly average. Yeah, it's a fairly average starting couple of hands. So I'm going back to the dungeon, and I'm going to purchase this time.
You mean village?
What'd I say?
Dungeon.
Sorry, village. And I'm going to purchase the Blue Fire Staff. It's a weapon. It's a magic weapon, of course, but it also generates gold.
Yeah. You done?
Yeah.
What'd you pick up? I didn't see it.
Blue Fire Staff.
Okay, Blue Fire Staff. All right. So now this time, I don't have any gold. I have 4 gold. I mean, I could get something from the village, but I think I've got 4 militia in my hand, so that equals 4 attack. And I have to go to the village. since I only have 4 attack with these guys, and this guy has 5 hit points, I can't kill him. So sometimes there is a tactic later on to go to the dungeon anyway, because if you go to the dungeon and you get defeated, and it doesn't have a thing on the card that says it does something to you when it defeats you, then what happens is it just goes back into the deck, and you put a new one out there.
Does it go to the bottom of the deck?
No.
Goes to the top?
Yeah, I think so. We can look that up. I'm not going to do that right now. But so anyway, I'm going to take my measly 4 gold, and I'm going to go to the village and see if I can find something to actually buy. So, in the village, what do I want, Aaron? What do I want? What does the quartermaster do? Dungeon, draw 3 cards. Discard any that match cards already in your hand. Or village, discard any number of heroes. Draw 1 card for each hero discarded. That's pretty good. Helps you get gold. But I'm going to go for the chieftain's drum. It's worth 2 gold. It'll help me get more gold when I go to the village. I think Aaron already showed this one. This is the one that lets you name what type of card you think the top card on your deck is going to be. And if you name it right, you get to draw 2 more cards. So getting extra cards in your hand is always good. Alright, so that's what I did.
Okay.
That's my deck cycled through, so you just reshuffle it all together. That's why it's called a deck building game, because the next time around you get to use the new cards you got.
Yeah, your deck gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like Dominion, but with
dungeons.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my cards. I'm going to go to the village as well. I have generated... Actually, I'm going to use the chieftain's drum, and I'm going to name... SV Hero Village. Oh, okay. I'm going to name the card as a dagger. So if I draw a dagger, I can draw 2 more cards.
It's got to name the type of card. Village card.
Oh, you don't have
dungeon
to say
card.
specific?
Yeah, village card, dungeon card. No, hero, village, or monster.
Right. So
you don't have any monster now, so
yeah, this is a village
card.
Yeah, so village card. And of course,
it's a hero. And it was a hero, so you get nothing. Now that you discard that.
Okay, so discard pile. So now I'm going to just buy something. I have 6 gold and a really sensitive tooth because I brushed my teeth too hard this morning.
That sucks, Billionaire. I'm sorry, man. What's up, Nett? What's up, Zakaro? Enzo, how's it going?
So if you have multiples of these in your hands that you reveal, you could just keep doing it.
What's that?
So like you reveal 2 of these, you can do it twice, right?
Yeah, when you use cards on your go around, you can use as many cards as you have. There's no rule against that. Shuffle these cards for like 10 minutes because I wasn't paying attention. It's my turn or your turn? You're still going?
It's mine. Hold on. See, the problem is I bought that blue fire staff last time.
Yeah.
But I forgot, and I was wanting to go just straight physical attack. So.
Well, that doesn't matter now necessarily, because you know they're combined. Magic and physical can be combined.
Right, but I think it's still...
Certain magic classes, though, have certain things with spells that they can do.
Yeah. You know what? Do you mind if I change that?
Go ahead. Say what you're doing, though.
Yeah, I'm using 6 gold to buy a 6 gold recurve.
Show that, because we haven't showed a recurve bow yet.
Attack +2 against rank 2 or higher. Additional attack +1 against rank 2 or higher for each level of this hero. So if you put it on a level 3 hero, it's fairly decent.
Those are good anyway. Any weapon above the base dagger is usually fairly decent.
Right.
My turn?
Yeah.
Alright, I still can't kill anything in the dungeon because I only have 1, 2, 3 attack worth of damage. Because militia suck. Eventually what you try to do is get rid of the militia in your hand. Normally you can like rest and destroy them, or there's ways to cycle them out, or you can level them up. If you pay 3 experience to level them up, you can pick a level 1 hero.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the heroes are gone after a while. So there's only so many level 1s, 2s, and 3s, and if you want to, say you've got a level 1 Flame Watch and you want to level them up to level 2, and there's no level 2s left, you can't. You're stuck with them, and you can't skip to level 3. So
there are cards in the other, there are other cards in the set because we're not using all the cards, but there are other cards that make use of the militia later on.
Right. We didn't even really mention that, but
Actually, it's this card.
there's there's tons of different hero types, item heights, all that kind of stuff.
So, the veteran warrior. This is a rank 1 veteran warrior. That's a rank 2. Destroy a hero for an additional attack +2. So you can sacrifice. You can actually get rid of militia cards out of your
Right.
deck to get bonus
The
attack.
veterans are really good cards.
Right. No, he doesn't do it. So it's just the level 2
Yeah.
veteran.
But the veterans are good cards anyway because they're just straight up like attack.
Yeah.
Pretty powerful.
Okay.
That's
you
the
doing?
most. We actually have. I did the random draw. The game comes with a bunch of randomizer decks. So like there's a randomizer deck for each part. So there's a randomizer deck for the village, and you draw out 8 randomizers, and that picks your cards for you. And so on. Everybody over here is like chatting like crazy about how you got the camera's pixels off, and there's like gaps in the top.
I can't see.
I just tried to fix the one on the right. I don't know what they're talking about now. I can't tell what you guys are talking about, guys. This is a tiny little screen. There's no way I can really be able to.
Pixels are off. Like there's actual dead pixels.
No, like there's a gap in the top and the sides.
Oh
and
my
shit.
gosh.
It's not, and it's not good enough. Yeah, the internet is full of OCDs.
I kind of am the same way, but
All right,
I
so
can't see it.
I can't go to the dungeon, so I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 7 gold this time.
That's a huge.
So
village run.
that's a very large amount of gold for this early in the game. So I am going to have to try and take advantage of that.
Buy iron rations.
I hate iron rations there. These are the base cards that you start with, but like for example, in this game, we don't have any like upgraded light sources in the village, so torches is all there is. For example, iron rations. When you're in the dungeon, you can make one hero gain 2 strength. That's necessary sometimes to be able to equip certain weapons.
Right, because the militia only has a base strength of 2,
Right.
and the recurve bow has
Takes
a strength
5.
of 5. So yeah,
Militia can never do it.
he can't draw the string on that thing.
Unless you have an upgraded food. There are some upgraded food cards too, but we don't have any of those in the village.
Right.
I always feel at least two stronger when I eat food.
You could give him 2 rations.
Oh, and you can only buy one time when you go to the village. So if you had 100 gold, you could still only buy one thing. Hey, what's up, Rogue? What's up, Darts? Ninja, how's it going? Kate, how's it going? Vantalis? Yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. You can only buy it one time, but there are some cards that will let you buy more than once. So, what's up, Cincho? How's
I'm
it going,
gonna get rid
man?
of this. I'll be right back.
Already? Just leave it.
I almost tipped it. I'll go grab it in a second.
You're like a baby that needs a sippy cup, Aaron.
Shut the fuck up and go.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and purchase a. I don't usually do this, but you know what? I take it back. Trying to think. I don't know which way to go.
Yeah.
There's not a single person that can even equip. Oh yeah, they can. That's 6. I was thinking it was 8.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, there's 2 people that can equip it without food. Damn it! If I have 1 more gold, I'd be getting a veteran because they're badass. But I don't, and I can only buy once. So I'm just gonna get an astrologer. Never played with these guys before, so the astrologer is. I'll show you guys in a second. It's magic attack +1, and additional magic attack +1 for each spell that you play. So these guys are only gonna be good if I start loading up on spells.
It combines quite nicely with this card, though.
Yeah, I know.
Because you can recast a spell, which will pump that up again.
Right. So then all of these go into my discard pile. You guys are going to see us go to the dungeon soon, I swear. And then I draw 6.
Okay, so now it's my turn. I've generated yet another terrible dungeon hand, so going to the village.
I should have killed that thing that first time I was able to, because I haven't had enough to do it since.
I didn't think you had
Yeah, I
enough.
did, just barely. Oh, no, I didn't. I
You
was
did.
1 point short.
Right.
That's right.
Okay, so I've got
And I don't
6
feel so
gold.
bad.
And I am going to buy... Oh, man.
What a terrible
decision.
hand.
Really?
Yes. The worst hand possible.
Okay, well, this is irresponsible, but I've got an idea. So I'm
What's up,
buying
Bug?
another recurve bow.
What's up, Fitz?
Oh, you got it.
What?
You can go.
I got what?
You can't.
I know, I can't do anything.
Torch!
Yep, probably.
Who forgot the torch?
Yeah, if I had a torch, I'd be good to go. But
Everybody to the dungeon.
I have 5 attack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I have no light source. So if I go here, I would take a -2 penalty, and it would only be worth 3. So couldn't kill it. So and then I also only have 2, 3 gold. So this is a terrible turn for me. So I'm probably going to what?
You said you already know what you have to do. Yes.
So I'm gonna go with the blue fire staff. It's magic attack +1. It's a weapon you can equip. So it's magic attack +1. Dungeon. If blue fire staff is equipped to a cleric or a wizard, you may reuse a spell card you have already used this turn. If you do, destroy that spell at the end of the turn, which means you never get to use it again. So that's the blue fire staff. So that goes in the discard. So do these. I draw the 2 cards I have left, and then I shuffle the rest.
Okay, so this is my hand. This is an awesome village hand because that's 8 gold.
Son of a bitch.
8 gold,
there goes the dwarf for the veteran. Did you look at what the higher level dwarves do? Cheat? Did you cheat like that?
That's not cheating. You gotta know.
No, you don't.
Actually, I didn't. So
I don't look. I do that on purpose, so I don't know. It's more fun. I'm not reading.
Yeah, you did.
Too much stuff.
It's good.
I actually didn't. I think I saw a 16. I don't know what that meant.
Yeah, that was true. That's there. Okay, so I buy the badass Stoneguard Brute.
Damn it!
I just won.
That's your first hero, though, right? I've already gotten 2. That's your first hero.
Yeah, it's better than both yours combined, though.
No, because this guy's a fighter wizard, and he can also use blue fire staves with the wizard effect.
You say whatever you want, but I just won this game with what I just drew in my hand.
Let's see. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. This looks like a dungeon trip, possibly. Okay, so
Yeah, it is.
I got no gold. I got 2 gold, but I have a flame watch. He's a fighter wizard. His attack +2, and he also has 1 light source. You guys can see him right there. Push these up a little higher. So this is what I got. And then I've also got a Cabal astrologer. He's a wizard, magic attack +1, additional magic attack +1 for each spell you play. I also have the blue fire staff weapon, which is magic attack +1, and I have the chieftain's drum, which will allow me to draw more cards if I want. I have 2 militia, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack. I also have the light source, and I also have another +1 attack from this. So it's really 6 attack. So I go to the dungeon and I kill the highwayman. He only takes 5 hit points to kill. And it says cannot be defeated unless 3 or more heroes are present. So they are. And so he's defeated. So I get 1 experience point, which are these little things right here.
He's got another effect on him.
No, that's the effect you use from your hand.
Talk about
I will. So I get 1 experience point because it has a 1 in the bottom left corner. I'll show you guys in a second. And then he's worth 3 victory points at the end of the game, right here. Worth 1 experience point. And then at the bottom here, there's a little cog, and it says, reveal to avoid a trap. We don't have any traps in this dungeon right now. There are all of these effect cards that you can add to the dungeon. I didn't add any traps to this one. But you take these cards, and they become part of your deck. So some of them have gold, some of them have effects you can play, like this thing on the bottom here. So what would happen is if I hit a trap, I could reveal this card to avoid the trap because he's a thief or a highwayman style character or whatever. So that's what that's for. So in essence, now this card is really worthless in my hand since we don't have traps, and I just have to keep him for the victory points, and he'll take up space in my hand where I don't need him a lot. So killing too many monsters too early is also bad. So, all right. So all this goes into the discard, and then I draw
That's
again.
such an asshole.
What? I don't see. What's up, Sinixter? How's it going?
He said a die is better at tactics than you. Let's use one. Actually, he said a dice, so he just did it wrong.
Now you look silly, Nat, because you said a dice.
That doesn't make any sense.
Your grammar is off. Care if you're from another country.
Yeah, I always forget that he's from Finland.
He's finished.
He is finished. Somebody get him out of here.
All right, your turn.
Okay, so I've got a spectacular little village trip on my hands.
Again? You just had one of those. You're cheating.
That's how I structure my decks.
You haven't had time to structure a deck.
Oh crap, dude. That's why I bind the recurve bows. They're 3 gold, yo. And they might be useful later on.
They cost
something like
6 though. I haven't had a chance to.
Okay, so that's 6, 7, 8. That's 10 gold. And Papa likes another brute. No. I should eventually start buying those Flame Watch guys, though. Why did I say that out loud? I don't know.
You know what always happens is we always run out of like all the ones you can actually afford, and then it takes forever to get the other guys. All right, you done?
Yeah.
All right, we never did push the dungeons. So what happens here is once you kill the thing in level 1, they move down a rank. So now this is level 1, this is level 2, and we reveal a new card. And I'll show you these guys when we fight them. But we've got Destiny, the Undead Lich. He has 7 hit points. He's immune to magic damage. And in battle with him, you destroy 1 cleric or wizard if you have them in your hand. So that's rough for me because I have wizards. There's a Lich Lord. He's 8 hit points. He's immune to magic attack. And in battle, all heroes suffer attack -1 and strength -4. So that's tough. And then in rank 3, we have Shadow Killer. It says battle, destroy 1 mercenary. That's what's a mercenary? I think it's one of these kind of cards from the village. Yeah, right here. That's a mercenary. So there are characters you can get in the village too, like the scout. If you had him in your hand when you fought this guy, you would have to destroy it for the rest of the game. So he's got 5 hit points. This guy's not that bad. Just don't go there when you got a mercenary.
Right.
All right. So your turn, right?
What did you just do? Because I bought this guy.
I don't remember. I just drew my cards.
Okay, then you're going.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Destiny should have a sarcasm attack. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that thing before named Destiny. That's funny. It's a lich named Destiny. Sounds a little fruity. It's a fruity lich.
He's terrible at SE2 for realism. Destiny is kind of mean, but I do enjoy watching him.
Yeah.
I just said that.
What'd you say?
I said I enjoy watching him.
Watching him?
I put an E in there.
After you just got on the net for saying dice instead of die.
Well, I caught my mistake immediately. He didn't.
Okay, so I don't have anything that I can do in the dungeon because this requires 1 light source, 2 light sources, and 3 light sources, or you get a -2, -4, -6 to your attack. So that's going to be tough to get through. So we're going to be building up our decks probably for a few rounds. So I only have 6 gold, 2, 4, 6, 2 torches, 1 iron ration. So I've got 6 gold total. I'm going to pick up a recurve bow. No, I'm not. I'm going to pick up another Flame Watch. So I'm going to take another wizard. All right, your turn.
Well, this is about as bad as a hand can get.
I've had some bad ones so far, so.
I can't do anything with this. I've generated 2 gold and 5 attack with 1 light source. So if this guy was here, I could kill him.
So 2 gold, you can
2
buy a food or a militia, which is free.
Right.
Or you can rest and get rid of something, a militia or something like that.
I'm honestly thinking about resting and getting rid of a militia, but that would weaken the veterans if I ever choose to go that way. So, good grief.
I've never ever so far made use of that with the veterans very well.
Yeah.
Because it always takes so long to get that many veterans in your hand.
Yeah, I'm going to rest and I'm going to destroy a militia.
I'm sure there's a way to make that happen, but you
Because
haven't
hopefully
even bought a single veteran yet. So.
that was the best militia hand I could possibly get,
Yeah.
almost. Well, I could have got 6 of them. But that was just about the best militia hand I could get. And it didn't do anything for me this round, or this go through.
Yeah.
So next time I'm going to be getting like the
Right.
brute guys. So they're useless at this point for me. Really.
Yep. That's what I would have done. I would have just gotten rid of them.
Sorry, I just had to justify it.
I always try to get rid of my militia as fast as I can early on. Seriously irritating. Like these militia do me absolutely no good almost every time they come out. So 2-4. I've got 6 gold again. I'm going to go to the village, and I'm going to buy another flame watch. So. The rifle shuffling. What's up, Sir Cucumber? How's it going? All right, let's see. I don't rifle shuffle because I don't want to mess up the edges of the card, so I do it very gingerly like this.
I did rifle shuffle, but I have not once ever hurt my cards from doing it.
I have, so I don't do it. These
Well,
cards
these are
get
yours, so I won't do it.
These cards get worn out quick enough, so I don't mess with it. So you guys can see, I got. Oh wait, the Highwayman is good for something. I didn't realize he's worth gold.
You just went, right?
Yeah, I did. Your turn. Oh, so the Highwayman is good to have. Nice. Yeah, it's extremely simple, Pit Vipers. You can play it one time with the setup that it shows in the book, and you'll have it down. Really simple, man. Plus, there's a ton of expansions for this. One of my favorite things about this game is, first of all, a good deck building game like Dominion, like we have up there, is really fun already. And this adds an RPG element to it with leveling up cards and item collection, equipment, and dungeon crawling. So it's just super fun. You collect experience, you can level your guys up. It just adds like another level of stuff to Dominion. It's not quite as strategic as Dominion would be, but the sheer amount of hero cards, village cards, item cards, monster cards, and types. There's all kinds of stuff you can add to the game too. Like in that box, it comes with dungeon settings, so you can draw a random dungeon setting and set up something about the dungeon, like it's 2 times darker than dungeons usually are, or there's a magic effect in there that affects you every time you go. There's all kinds of stuff that you can change about it, and so the difficulty level is really up to you. You can make it as difficult as you want. You don't even have to do it random. You can pick out exactly what cards you want to play with and put them out if you want to. So it all works together fluidly. So, hey, what's up, Johnny English?
So I've revealed my cards. I've generated a fairly decent village or dungeon run, but what I'm going to choose to do this time is I'm going to the dungeon. I'm going to kill Destiny.
Oh my goodness, Destiny is gonna get it.
He stepped out of line one too many times with his snarky comments. So I've got 1 attack. This is 4 attack with this fighter, but he's equipped with dagger. So if he's equipped, he gets +2.
Nice.
Plus this is +1. So this is a total of 6 attack, 7. This doesn't count because he's immune. So that's 7 damage. I've got my light source.
Good to go.
He's dead.
So show that card to them because they haven't seen those up close.
He's immune to the magic attack, and when I battle him, I destroy 1 cleric or wizard. But I don't have any of those guys.
So that doesn't do anything. And he's got 3 experience for that and 6 victory points. That's a really good card.
Plus, he's worth 3 gold. He's awesome.
So every time he comes back into your hand, he's also worth 3 gold for the village. So take your 3 XP. Oh my goodness. I'm going to paint those gold.
Yeah, why not?
Or like red or just something bright. I'm just going to get like a bowl of paint, drop them in it, shake it around, and dump them out in a sieve.
Yeah.
All right.
Here.
So here's my turn.